Virtual Pub. It is Friday. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? Who else we got in? Al Humphreys is in. How are we doing? Right. ABK Vice Beer. Oh, that sun's warm tonight. Not sure if I need sunglasses. Calvin Dixon. How we doing? 5.3% ABV. Here we go. Here we go. So, beer in the glass, 1 to 2 finger whitehead. It looks absolutely fantastic. Why am I doing a beer review? There he is. Big Kevin. Denbo, Andrew's in, Lee Griffin's in. Beer o'clock started 2 hours ago. Hello Lee, how you doing? Ryan Ford, Calvin Dixon. Yeah, I like that, Big Kev. I really like that. Right, I ate earlier today. Big Egg Holland, how many AB got left? Oh my goodness me, I got about, put another case in the fridge. I hammered them last weekend. I got about 2 more cases. It's great. What a great brewery. Fantastic. What do I do? Thanks. So I'm out in the garden here in Ireland, having a Francis Cana. Lovely evening, can't beat it. Michael, I'm good. Sai, Jenna, no, they haven't got back to me as yet. It's just their marketing department, isn't it? It's just their marketing department. It kind of like, perhaps I put 2 and 2 together and come up with 8. I don't know. Perhaps it's just a case of, it's a situation of they've lowered the ABV, they've been caught out. Not caught out as such, but like, I know there's people in these big breweries, they literally read spreadsheets all day long. That's literally their job, is to read spreadsheets. And it's usually the people at the top. And if they're seeing like a spike down in Faith sales, it's not my fault, because I've said it's 5% ABV and it's not 5.4 or 5.3 anymore. It's the brewery's fault. It wasn't my decision, was it, to lower the ABV on the beer? It was their decision. I'm just a guy that, as a consumer forward thinking person for you guys, I'm just the guy that went, hey, what are you doing? Ruining the beer. It's something. We will, Al Humphreys. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want it to trigger any kind of stuff, with stuff, with the old, the overseers. 88 live viewers. Can we do maybe, 30 likes? Can we start off with 30 likes? Hit the like button down below. Colin Pritchard, hello everybody. It's almost like giving a worse service than any other job and expecting good reaction. Exactly, Lee Jones. Exactly that. If I turned up to someone's house and said, I'm not going to quite hang the door as I hung the last one, I'm going to do it slightly different, slightly worse, you wouldn't pay, would you? You're not going to pay. But only in the UK. Only in the UK. We literally lay down and get walked over all of the time. For whatever reason, we just like to lay down and be trampled on. I don't know why. I can't work it out. I think you're right to call breweries out. They drop their standards. So I'm absolutely Al Humphreys on the FS, and that's a steady 5% ABV. Mark Horsfield, that is a great beer. Hopefully you picked that one up in home bargain, something like that. There's an ABK German lager in bottles at M&S. Yes, I have. I picked that up, Andrew. I've got a review here on YouTube of that. Andreas FA, hi all. Hello everyone. Yeah, brilliant. So we got 27 likes. Can we hit the like button down below? Remember, man, woman and child used to survive on the booze back in the day. These days, they want you to drink shandy. Well, Well, we'll see now, won't we? We will see, won't we? You know why the thingy bob's been called on the 4th of July, don't you? All the water companies are about to... They're all about to start saying we got to save bottled water. It's all about to hit the fact. And they're gone, let's get the hell out of here. That's what they've done. Sausage Bap, £10 super chat. Happy bank holiday. Have a couple of jars. Oh, it's bank holiday. I've forgotten. £10 super chat. Thank you very much, Sausage Bap, for the £10 super chat. Yeah, so this is the rumor mill. This is the rumor that is the fact that the infrastructure is completely on its knees. They know about it and they're disappearing. That's the talk. So we may be drinking beer. We may be asked to drink beer. It might be 1700s all over again where they say, can you please start drinking beer? I doubt it, because we know boiling water kills most of that stuff, doesn't it? But I hope you have your prepper kits ready. I think Nate, that was Lee Jones. Nathan Holland, good evening. And I'm allowed to use the word. I'm asking for a friend. You are. You can comment as much as you like on it, but I won't be repeating it because I'll be, you know. PVAC's are even in all. Surfing pasty. Review Foster's Shandy. I have. It's on YouTube. Have a look. If you ever want to see me review a beer on YouTube and you want to wonder if I've reviewed it, put in Foster's Shandy, real ale craft beer. You'll find it. Or just put in Foster's Shandy in YouTube. I'm sure you'll find it. Al Humphrey's next beer is London Porter from M&S by Meantime Brewery. It's nice. It's nice that, mate. Nice that. Mark Horsfield, drink beer, save water. Yep. Daniel Collins, all right, Simon, just been to Home Bargains and stocked up on a load of Love Lane Lager and IPA, £1 each, 330ml cans. Brilliant. The Mississippi is shining like a natural guitar. What's that then? Yes, they certainly have, more than in 1997. Hey, Si, say hi to Mark and Bill in Sevenoaks. Hello, Matt and Bill. How you doing? Beautiful night in South Wales. Si pouring down in Edinburgh. Oh, it's not a cloud in the sky down here. Have a look. Have a look. Am I doing? Look at that. There's not. Oh, there's my beer boxes up there. Hancock's, Whitbread, Hancock's. There's not a cloud in the sky. Boiling down here. We have something here in Barry called a microclimate. It's just where we're so close to the coast, and we got the hills of Exmoor in front of us when you're looking out over Barry Island. God, that's bright. It's going in my eyes. And then on the other side, we got the South Wales Valley. So we're in this like massive ditch, if you like. And for whatever reason, it creates a microclimate. Whenever the weather forecast is on and they say it might be kind of like slightly misty in Barry, or it might be slightly kind of like, so the sun might break out. It will. It definitely breaks out. It always does. Always has. That's why us locals, we call it Barry Bados. We call it Barry Bados. That's why I think I've thought about York a lot since I've been home from York. Would I like to live there? Depends on the weather, doesn't it? Barry Bados, James. We call it Barry Bados. Would I like to live in York? I love York. I love all the buildings and stuff. But would I want to? I'm not sure if it'd be wetter than here. And it's wet enough here, don't get me wrong, it's wet enough. My dad used to have a house in Pontycomber. I know, Matty, I know Pontycomber. I lived in York, very much better. Do you really? Too many tourists. The cat must be driving. Said no to taste. Always raining. Look at him, he goes up on there. Look at this now. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right over on the speaker. Climbs up. Climbs up. Oh, there he is. He's jumped back down again now. Can I send you some beers from my end in Porthleven from a local brewery called Shoal? Surfing pasty. Email me, mate. Email me realaleguide@googlemail.com. realaleguide@googlemail.com. We will talk there. Do you know what I find? Whoa, I find this hour quite uncomfortable, you know. It's absolutely roasting in here. I can't see. Maybe I'll get my sunglasses. We're always moaning, ain't we? We never stop moaning, do we? Irish craft beer guy, Adam me, lovely evening. We always moan. Whether we moan about the rain, we moan about the sun in our eyes. That's much better though. I don't mind being hot. I used to squint all the time, but like I used to be like this all the I can't do it. I put some sunglasses on. Oh, my face just relaxes like, ooh. That's better. Cool down, get the beer down. I am actually. I am. Be like a Wellington boot. I had a really good. Can I tell you about my weekend last week? I had a lovely weekend. Heisenberg. Started Pramen Czech beer made in Burton-on-Trent. Really? Oh, really? Why is it called Barry Island when it ain't an island? Big Kev, it used to be an island. It used to be an island, and then we built a massive dock around the island. The environmentalists would go mad these days if we tried to do that today. But back 1887, when the dock was built, there was no environmental stuff going on. We just used to get on with it. Yeah, it used to be an island. Thomas, it looks like this is a £10 Hungarian francs, 2,000 Hungarian francs, which is probably about £10 because it's yellow. Hello, just cracked open a nice crisp cold Paul and a Zwickel. I've watched your Monyo review. Sadly, they don't really make good beer, in my opinion. It's a real shame. It's a real blooming shame, Monyo. I liked their double dry hopped IPA. I thought that was really good. I like their pale ale. But the sour beers, oh man. They're making all those yogurty sour things. They're making all of those. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. Really appreciate it. I got a lot to come from Monyo. I made a mistake yesterday on an upload. I introduced the sausage and never reviewed it. I was like, what's going on in the comments? Why is everybody commenting like the video's only 2 minutes long? And I realised what I did. But because I got small memory on the computer, I have to delete all my videos because it all records in 4K. I delete all my videos off my phone and off my computer because my computer can't handle the files on this iPhone. They're too big. So I went back to see if I saved it. It was gone. So I deleted the sausage video. Hello, Nigel Watson. How we doing? I'm not a fan of sour beer. No, not really. Not well. Belgian sours. Yes, Belgian sours. But evening all. Evening. The dude. With those shades on site, are you in the Booze Brothers? I am, yeah. Look at they wonky as well. I got one ear higher than the other, I think. Simon tried talking heads American Pale Ale by Williams Brothers. Very good. I will, Tony, I will. Irish Craft Big Isle of Mead. Sorry I haven't been on to Thursday Night Lives. I have football Thursday evening. Ah, Irish craft beer got out of Mead. So it was my sister's birthday party last night. Oh my goodness me. I ended up drinking something called sheepdog. Has anybody heard of sheepdog whiskey? Peanut butter whiskey. Has anyone heard of that? Oh, we were drinking shots. Oh, blooming heck. I got in at 12:30 last night. I've been shattered all day. Been tired all day. But I was drinking at the... we started on baby Guinnesses. And then we had Jaeger bombs. And then we had sheepdog. We drank sheepdog flipping shots of whiskey. I've tried sheepdog vile stuff, says Tony. Sheepdog is evil stuff. Headache juice. Sheepdog whiskey is lethal. Yeah, so why did I start talking about that? Oh yeah, so it was my sister's birthday. So I had a massive big ruby curry, naan bread, extra bowl of chips, chicken tikka masala, beautiful, beautiful curry. Only a microwave thing in the Marston's pub. You know, we've all had the Weatherspoons type curries, haven't we? They're all I quite like them. That generic curry you get in a chain pub. So I had a curry. I had a good time with my sister, but chicken ding exactly in the microwave. Oh, what's the matter with me tonight? I think it's the sun. Just a little bit more to be gone. It goes behind the trees soon. Yeah, so I couldn't do a Stone Crow last night. Blimey heck, I'm taking a long time with this, and I couldn't do a Stone Crow last night because it's my sister's birthday. I am live tonight instead. So I do enjoy a Friday. If it wasn't my sister's birthday and I did Thursday night, I'd be sat out in that garden now. I'd be sat out there with Mel. Mel bought a bottle of red wine. Forgot I was doing the Stone Crow. So she's taking her red wine upstairs to play on her PlayStation. I've had Blue Wicked, tequila and Sambuca in one glass. Rocket Fuel, says Tony. Andrew White, many thanks for your channel, as you have taught me the foreign beers I was drinking were brewed in the UK and tasted nothing like their counterparts. Andrew White, it's awful, isn't it? It's really awful what goes on. Colin, hello. 40%. Is sheepdog 40%? I think it is. Peanut butter whiskey, yeah, that's the stuff. I hope you just had a great night last night, sorry mate. We did, we had a good time. Just drinking a tech and see your health, fantastic, says Mike. Speaking of sours, Vault City have just moved into a new massive brewery in Edinburgh. Have they, Big Kev? Have they? Isn't it funny how some of these breweries, they have stardust, don't they? They literally have stardust, some of these breweries. There was a brewery in Edinburgh, I brewed with them, called Top Out. Have you heard of Top Out Brewery, Big Kev? They just couldn't get a break. They just couldn't make any money. They had to close down in the end. They just tried and they tried and they tried. They flew me up there to do a collaboration. We tried and we tried and they just couldn't make any money. And then there's other breweries, they got stardust, I'm sure. They just born, not lucky, I shouldn't use the word lucky, but it's like you open the brewery and someone's put stardust in the brewery. It just goes whoosh. You know, isn't it funny how lots and lots of breweries, you know, some of them, they just can't get a break, they can't make it. And then there's other breweries, they just they're just flying, aren't they? It's in the same city. Top Out Brewery, we did a blackberry saison, blackcurrant called Simon Saison. And we just couldn't get a break. We just couldn't get this thing to go. And then you have other breweries, same city, same people, buying the same beer. Woomph. I don't get it. I don't get it. Them sunglasses look like you should be on a movie, Miami Vice. I'll take them off soon as that sun. 5 minutes. So that sun goes behind the trees a little bit. Currently I have 12-year-old single malt whiskies, 46.3% volume on the go. but not tonight. Al Humphreys. Let me try and read that. Bunna Habnan. Bunna Habnia. I can't say that, Al Humphreys, sorry. Nice to see you, Sunny and Barry. Blooming cloudy here, all day in mid Wales. Ali D. Look, Ali D. Look at this down here. Microclimate. Microclimate. Beautiful. Always blooming. Always hot down here in the Bedos. Thug life. Hi, Simon. Having a Franciscana Vice beer. Tommy Gabriel. Hello, Tommy. How you doing? How you doing, Tommy? It's going to... all next week. Matt's having it. Yep, it's going to rain all next week. Yep. Going to Slovakia in August. Any recommendations? I've never been to Slovakia. One country I've never been to. So unfortunately, Lee Griffin, I can't help you there, my friend. Big Kev, Vault City just found a space in the market as they only do sours with some retro flavours. Big Kev, probably. My place never gets any sun at all. No worries though. Al Humphreys. I hope you don't mind. I'm not laughing at you, Al Humphreys. You kind of like, you do say some really funny stuff that makes me chuckle, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at your joke, if that's okay. I never knew that had a glass ceiling. Adventure Nomad, yeah. I'm on the McEwen Champion, 7.3%. Have you tried that one, Simon? UK Lion, yeah. I've not had McEwen's Champion for a long time. It was one of those beers I couldn't get on with. McEwen's Champion is a Marmite beer. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Chris is on holiday in Wales camping. Bratislava is a great place, capital of Slovakia, great beers. Nigel Watson. Nigel, you sound like you've travelled everywhere, mate. I like the idea of that. Travelling everywhere. Get out there. Go and see the world. Nigel Watson, I'd like you to list all the different places you've been to in the world. Because I reckon you've been to some wonderful places. You haven't reviewed any Belgian lambics and Guerzes for ages. Mike Ryan, I haven't, have I? I should make more of an effort. Sad to see one of my favourite breweries, Top Rope in Liverpool, have announced their closure. Loved the wrestling theme and the beers were fab. Daniel Collins, I never tried any. Top Rope beers. But anybody at Top Rope or anybody who drinks Top Rope beers out there, I'm going to hold my glass up and I'm going to say, hopefully, I wish you all the very best for the future. It's so hard out there. Rebecca says she'd love to travel to Eastern Europe. So would I. Is Tart and Bitter still going? Does anyone know? Steve, yeah, I remember that. Somehow I remember that. I don't know why. McEwen's Champion, like licking a shopping trolley, says Big Kev. Everyone's got their own views on it. I couldn't get on with it. I didn't like McEwen's Champion. I didn't like it at all, unfortunately. But I've learned that, you know, you used to have a laugh and a giggle, but I've learned to be a bit more respectful over the years. Because there's people who like it. They wouldn't make it if people didn't buy it. Scouse. When am I coming to Liverpool? Well, I won't be too far away now. Next week. I need to do some more of the north. I really do. All good, guys. What is everyone's drink and where are they from? Captain Meets Adventures. I am drinking a Vice beer, an ABK Vice beer, big Captain Meat. Oh, and Irish craft beer guy Alan Mead has put up the membership. If you want to become a member of the channel, please hit the link. Alan Mead's link. Irish craft beer guy Alan Mead. You can become a member of the channel from as little as £1.99 a month. I'm going back because I didn't. Captain Meets Adventure been a member for 48 months. Thank you very much, Captain Meets Adventures. All right, brothers and sisters, join the love boat. Bratislava is lovely and cheap as chips. Zlatý Bazant is a local beer. Nice to... Oh, I know it. Zlatý Bazant. Yes, every now and again, they used to get that in Lidl. They used to get that beer in Lidl years ago. Can we do 100 likes? Hit the like button down below. 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. It's still out a little bit. If I really come in close, look, and do this, the sun goes in my eye. But it's not too bad now. Look at that. I can take these sunglasses off. Woof. Right, I can start to read. 100 likes, 13 likes to go. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below for 13 more likes. If you hit that like button down below for 13 more likes, 11 more likes, 7 more likes, 7 more likes down below. There's a like and a dislike button down here. 7 more likes. If you hit that, we get 100 likes, which we've just done. 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Wonderful. There we go, there we go. Any holiday plans for the summer, Simon? Big Kev, yes. And Russian Zamyev has said Stone the Crown. Holiday, I'm going to Ludlow. I am going to Ludlow. I've done the beer festival many times in Ludlow. I've never stayed there. But I fancy staying there. I fancy staying there because the castle's lovely. We'll have a couple of days at the castle. If you visit Bratislava, Simon, you would never come back. It's that good. Really? Really? Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? The places you never hear of. There's no football team. Well, like Bratislava, they have a football team, don't they? But no Formula One. Like I hear of Hungary, Hungaroring, because of the Formula One. But I never hear Bratislava. I've heard of the place, but you never see it in the news or anything, do you? Lucy, happy Friday from me and my dad, Graham. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Graham. How are you doing? Metallica says, hit the likes. Early Metallica, obviously. Hungary, one of the classic tracks. Absolutely. And that's why you hear of these things, isn't it? What are some of the perks of being a beer YouTube reviewer? Adventure Nomad. Right, you're called Adventure Nomad. I can imagine you like to travel. My answer to that, what's the benefits or what's the perks, did you say, of being a beer YouTube reviewer? I can literally go to any city in the world, apart from certain Asian countries, and I can get a pint of beer. And I can get a pint of beer that's been brewed in that city. And I could probably speak to the head brewer and chat with them, talk with them, drink their beer. And it's an international language. Beer has its own international language. I'm sure if I went to Bratislava, I'm sure there's craft beer bars there. And I'm pretty sure if I went in the craft beer bar and I spoke to the bar owner, we talk all night about beer. And this is it. This is what I love about beer. My daughter has finished her not A levels, the first year of A levels. A star or something. She's just finished. She's got 1 more year to go in uni, in sixth form. And then she's going to uni. And then I think it might be decision time then. It might be decision time for me. AS, that's it. Ali D, that's it. AS. Yes, she's just done her AS levels. 1 more year to go, she'll finish her A levels. And then I think it's time to have a very, very serious conversation about the future, because my feet are itching like mad to do something different. To Like, I don't think, and I mean this with the greatest of respects. I mean this with the greatest of respects. If I stay here in Wales, I'm never going to get the respect. Not the respect. I just don't fit in. I mentioned it earlier in the I mentioned it earlier in that video, in that Northern Monk video. I just don't fit in. I just don't. There's no acceptance. I'm not accepted. If I went somewhere, Europe, I went to Poland. Poland was like so accepting. Polish people were like, oh, Simon, you know, this. And I had a very funny feeling that if I went to Poland at that time, the channel would have gone woomph. But I couldn't because I had young children. That's about to change. I believe that this channel will skyrocket if I was to leave Wales. I think you all know, I don't have to kind of cover it, do I, too much? I think you all know why. I think you all understand why. It's more to do with, you go to America or someone like that, and Sarah Vitas and Hal. Hello Andrew, how are you doing? Britannia, I do like Cask, Guild and whatever, Gaffel, etc. Pop Albeit, Tony. I had Zubra earlier. Went down well. I enjoyed Polish Lager, UK Lion. Pubs of Australia for a month. Irish craft beer guy, Alan Mead. Simon excited about Monaco this weekend. Captain Mead. Well, it depends who's in the lead. We're doing well, thank you, Simon. I'm okay, Lucy. I really am okay. Ukrainian beer is pretty simple. Beer, Pilsner, Vienna Lager. Thomas, I remember meeting some random dudes in a craft bar. We talked for hours, probably a beer laughing the whole time. Yep, Thomas, absolutely. Hi, Simon, just absolutely smashed the like button. Aiden, thank you very much. AS levels, yes. Simon, you need to do the pubs and bars of Shrewsbury. Some fantastic old-fashioned pubs there. Ali D. Yeah, Shrewsbury would be nice to do, wouldn't it? Tony, Simon, go for pints in Dusseldorf. The Albert Brewery is incredible. Tony will do. Bratislava, yes, that's the one. Big Kev. Al Humphreys, did you see the Brazilian Senna tribute colours on the McLaren today, Simon? Looks incredible. I missed it, Al Humphreys. Perks of being a YouTuber. Mindless abuse from it. Nigel Watson. Yes. When's the next pubs episode, Simon? Love those. They should be one. This time next week, Irish craft beer guy Alan Mead. I will be filming it. Right now, this time next week, I'll be filming it. I'll be home on Sunday. I'll probably, if I can, get it out on Tuesday, a week Tuesday. Britannia Penny, greetings from Germany. Have you ever tasted Ukrainian beer? Tadek? Yes, I have. I reviewed, when it all kicked off a couple of years ago, I reviewed a lot of, Brewdog's got a lot of Ukrainian beer over, and I reviewed that. Put in Ukrainian craft beer review in YouTube, Tadek, and you'll see my videos. Personally, I didn't like Budapest, but each to their own, says Tony. Rustin, I'm brewing old version London Pride at home. Version before Asahi. Ah, Russian. Cool. You should visit Belgrade and sample some Serbian beers. I'd love to do that. Ludlow has the old-fashioned building. Beautiful. Ali, I love it. Currently on a Higson's Bitter brewed by Love Lane, a Liverpool classic. Is it good? Right, Nigel Watson, Bratislava, clean, safe, affordable, high-quality housing, cheap transport, stylish people, great high-quality food. Sounds good. I've caught up with all the comments. I'm going for a beer, guys. I'm going for a beer. I'm out. Look, I'm empty. 238 of you watching. It's wonderful. Can we hit the like button? Could we do 170 likes? 170 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, everybody. This is a great, a great live stream. Calvin Dixon, what did I have for dinner? I reviewed... I don't have it. Hang on. I do. £5 today, I reviewed this. Wasabi Home Bento. Spicy Korean chicken with fried rice. Tesco jobby. £4.80. £4.80. And it was all right. It was like the chicken was a bit, you can only microwave it. It's only microwavable, look. See, it's ding ding food. Ding ding ding. So, you know when you microwave chicken, it goes a bit weird, doesn't it? And I said that in the video. I said, I'd much prefer to put it in the oven, but there's no option for that. You have to microwave it. £4.80. I thought, whoa. You know, something like that 2 years ago would have been about £2, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I did a food review for my tea. Andrew Brady, keep your chin up, bro. I hate to hear you talking like that. I lost my job 3 years ago, and this channel helped me keep my spirits when I was down until I found something new. Chin up. In what, Andrew Brady? What have I? I can't remember what I was saying now. I'm good. The channel will continue. The channel will continue. I just want to travel. I want to fly the nest. I'm 45 years of age and I haven't flown any nest. I've been all over the place, but I need to. All right, Mel. Them cats. Everyone's interested in the cats tonight, Mel.
I'm just feeding them now.
Can you hear them? They're having dinner. They're hungry. Martin's drinking Arctic Fox Pilsner. Glenn said, I tried the new M&S Spanish Lager today. Very nice. Definitely the best Spanish beer I've tried. Glenn's very nice, isn't it? It is. About the disappointment in the microwave food. Ah, right. Dan, I'm from Shropshire. Enjoy Ludlow. You should try and get down to Bishop's Castle and have a 3 tons. No, we will. I'm pretty sure my wife would like to see that. Would you like to see that, Mel?
What is it?
3 Tons Brewery. Britain's oldest brewery.
Where is it?
It's in Shropshire, where we're going, Ludlow. Al Humphrey says, hello, Mel. If you had one place anywhere in the world to travel to review beer, Simon, where would it be? It would be San Diego. I would go to San Diego, and you probably have to scrape me off the floor to get me home again. Lapping Coulter, ages since last time. Yes, Harry Manny. Hello, Harry Manny. How you doing? If I was able to, I'd still travel. Love to travel, yeah. Craig said, I noticed in Tesco's that Japanese Asahi beer is made in Italy. What is most unexpected place you have seen a national beer being made? Oh, it's all Burton-on-Trent, isn't it? It drives me nuts. Like hard water. Burton-on-Trent, hard water, farty water lager. I don't understand it. It's not negative to want to better yourself and move to a new country. Life is about living. Nigel Watson, absolutely. This is what this whole thing's been about. This whole thing. This 14 years of...
Austerity.
No, we've been running our channel now 14, 15 years.
Yeah, but it's also coincides with
It coincides, Mel's going on, it coincides with austerity. It's been about mobility. Even though I'm not mobile, this whole thing is about mobility. This whole thing is about pulling a phone out of your pocket and recording something in another country. This is what this whole thing has been about the whole time. Doing my best for the kids, getting them off to uni, and then boom, me and Mel, we're going to be drinking Egyptian beer, looking at the pyramids, you know, that sort of thing. That's what I hope, anyway. Thoughts on Erdinger Hellas, mate? Hello to the good wife. That's by Andrew saying hello, Mel. Lappin Colta is the best mainstream lager in Finland. Yes, it's a good beer, that. ABK just joined what you got there. Yeah, Paul Day, ABK. Will you be reviewing more gritty beers, Simon? The stout you reviewed sounded great. Ali D, it was good. It was good. Best sauna beer. Why San Diego side? Because of the beer scene, I reckon. Yeah, Jerome, yeah. If it was beer related, it would be San Diego. Boom, I'd be there. Tiny homes made of hemp, made worldwide for travelling travellers. Paul Jones says, man, it drags on forever. My kids are 24 and 21. It's a big portion of your life, isn't it? It's a big slice. It's a huge slice of your life. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for a million years. But at the same time, it's a big slice of your life, isn't it? It really is. It really is. It is. And I do wish, I mean, if I never ever get to do the things that I want to do, then I think I've visited many, many countries. I've visited Poland and Croatia and Bulgaria. I've been all over the place. So it wouldn't be the biggest heartbreak ever if I didn't get to visit, say, Bratislava. That would be, as Nigel Watson has said. It wouldn't be the biggest heartbreak, but at the same time, of course, I'd be disappointed. I would be disappointed. But you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen to your health. You don't know what's going to happen to. You've got no idea what's going to happen in the future. No idea. Paul Jones, I wouldn't change it either, but you will be. You won't be free until your late 50s. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. But Paul Jones, what you've got to do, when you do have that opportunity, and when you do want to do the things that you want to do, make sure you do them. Make sure you do them. I'll probably never regret travelling. Simon's never too late. Live your life and go on your dreams. Why not? But exactly, Nigel Watson. Did anyone drink the 3 litres of plastic bottles of 4X or Jaeger Lager back in the day? They really did have the great taste of authentic plastic. Steve, yes. Can you remember that we called them flagons? Steve, did you call them flagons? Flagons of bitter. Flagons of plastic bitter, yeah. Let me unplug you. Do you want to see where it comes from? The flagons. Right, I've just unplugged you. Can you see? Oh. Can you see those bottles? The bottle there on. Oh, blooming heck. I just walked into my bar. The bottle on the left-hand side is from Rhondda Valley Breweries, and the bottle is 120 years old. What you used to do, there were bottle and jug bars. So you used to take a bottle or a jug and at the pub, and you used to fill up the bottles or the jugs, and you take them home. Original takeout stuff. So they had plastic tops on them. So the Rhondda Valley one's about 120 years old. The Hancock's one is not as old. Look at those old bottles, very cool. Al Humphreys. The Brains ones are quite old. Yeah. Whitstable kayak bass fishing. Hello from Whitstable. There was a beer called Whitstable Bay, wasn't there? Bit hard up this week, so on the Rhineback of ice beer. As the song goes, there is only way of life, and that's your own. Dr. Upter is in. Hey Simon, Chief from Poland, from the Flying Dutchman. Hello. The old bottles are cool, thank you very much. Have you blasted some reggae yet off those huge speakers? I'm sure you're lovely. Bum 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 with the them speakers are bonkers. Let me get you again. Let me get you again. Let me turn you around. Because it's dirty, isn't it? This is a Bang & Olufsen system. This is from the 1980s and it has an amazing amp in it. It has one amazing amp in this system. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful old record table. Bang & Olufsen, Denmark. Look at that. They're on. It's all connected up to these speakers here. These are Celestion speakers. And hang on, let me flip you back around again. Mel, where's that album? That yellow album. The yellow album. Can you get it?
What, to put music on?
No, just to show the yellow album. I'm going to tell people to go and buy it because it's great.
What are you talking about?
Your yellow LP. Is it orange, is it? Mel's going to get it now. We, oh, look at this. We played some music on the weekend. We had a couple of beers and we played some, I think Friday, it was last Friday. Last Friday we had some beers and we put this on. Yeah. Cool it down. Oh, there is some songs on here. You what?
Say it himself. It's cleaned himself. It's a bit swollen as well. I don't know why he's done it on.
What a great album that was. The reason why I showed you the volume, on the Sunday, I wanted to see, Mal went to the bathroom. I wanted to see what level of volume we can get out of it. We could only get it to 7. The speaker started to crackle on 7. So that amp in that system is absolutely bizarrely great. Turn it up to, is it 11? It only goes up to 10. Good album. But yeah, so we do use these speakers. Not as much as they blow your eardrums out. It was great. The whole room was shaking on volume 7. Take a moment and think of your answer. If you could only drink one lager for the rest of your life, what would it be? Tough one. Oh, probably the lager I got in my fridge. That Waldau stuff. Oh my goodness me. I got a review coming next week. 5 litre mini keg. Unfiltered lager from Poland, from Germany. From the Black Forest in Germany. It is absolutely wonderful. It is so good. If it's too loud, you're too old. Yeah. So Stuart, yeah, it would be the beer I'm going to post next week in the 5 litre mini keg. I drink that forever. Does that year's album have Heads Will Roll on it? I'm not sure. Stu's not bought any vinyl for a few months. Oh, it's great, isn't it, buying vinyl? I want to get Kings of Leon. What's in your minds, guys, watching now, what is your favourite Kings of Leon album? Mine's the Black and White album. I think it's their second album. either second or maybe third. Every single song is amazing. Every single song is absolutely fantastic on that kit. I'd love to... The record's 40 quid. And I've always been a bit... Yeah, the black and white one. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, it's 40 quid. And I'm like, oh... I'd love that album. I'd love it on record. Only by the Light. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's that one, Ali D. What a great album. You're similar age to me. What is your favourite band? I was Guns N' Roses. Stuart Grant. Yeah, I used to love Guns N' Roses. I used to have a Sony Walkman. Little foam head things on. Great. Whitstable where the German bar is. Never mind Kings of Leon. Buy some Slayer. Yep. Razorlight were great, wasn't they? Weren't they brilliant, Razorlight? Because of the times, is that it? It's a Meteor, so no Kings of Leon album is my favourite, sorry. Smash the like button, says Doc Doctor. Have we got any second-hand record shops near you, Simon? We got one in Barrytown. And we got a really good one in Cardiff Market. We had Spillers as well. We had Spillers Records in Cardiff, which was like the oldest record shop in the UK, or maybe the world. Spillers Records. Become a Dr. Martens shop in the end. But I really appreciate records now. I really appreciate them. Coldplay are good. Snow Patrol, Final Straw, Eyes Open, brilliant albums. Yeah, Ali D, absolutely. That's my era. I was doing my loft conversion, listening to Joe Wiley on Radio 1, and she used to play all them records, all them songs. They were brilliant. Razorlight, all that era. I think it was about 2006, 2005, 2005 maybe. I just sold an 80s Marantz amplifier for $250. The old stuff is valuable nowadays. Big Kev, it's worth money. It's worth money. I had to buy a blooming thing for that. A needle. It cost me £99 for a needle. Young and Young Man, David is fantastic. Aha. Yeah. That one, yeah. Calvin Dixon. Whitstable Bay in a blonde version is brewed for the tourists. We're lucky to have a German bar that has Kronbacher and Augustine on tap. That is amazing. Whitstable. I reckon this is what Cardiff needs. I reckon if you opened a German bar in Cardiff selling exclusive German Belgian beers, I reckon it'd do really well. Really, really well. The Optimist says, what's the best American beer you've ever had? Oh, probably Pliny, I think. Pliny the Elder. I know it's a bit like everyone's bucket list beer, but it's so good. It was so good. I don't know. I haven't had it in years. Look, everyone, the cat's back to steal the show. What's his name? Tell me everything about it. Jem, where is it? It's gone again now, is it? Jem, sorry, you said that about a few minutes ago now. His name is Ollie. And he was abandoned in a box. He was abandoned with his brother in a cardboard box. And he went to a cat shelter where he was looked after for a few months. And then me and my wife and my kids, we saved him. He's a bit wild. Ollie's a bit wild. He had my finger. He had my finger 2 days ago. Woof! Took a chunk out of it. White stripes are good, Rebecca. White stripes are good, yeah. Papa Truth, CDs sound much better than LPs. Do you think so, Harry Manny? There's something about LPs. There's something about LPs for me. I was brought up in the era of CDs. I was brought up in the era of CDs. But I personally, I think LPs now, brilliant. Did 24 years in the Navy in Cardiff was one of the best sessions I had. Lee Griffin, yeah. Embrace equality. You get a warmer sound from records. Yeah, they say the Bang & Olufsen offers really beautiful warm sounds. Cats are beautiful to abandon. How could they? Yeah, they were abandoned. Annabelle, can you bring Ollie out? People are asking about him. He's coming now. My daughter's bringing him out. Here he comes.
Don't hold him?
No, it's moving though.
Why not?
Because he took a chunk out of my finger. He'll just go. Woof. Careful.
That was Bear who did that.
That
Scratched you.
2 days ago.
Oh no, I meant your nose.
Oh, the other one scratched my nose. My nose was bleeding all down my face. Right, go on. Dog's about to kick it. Oh my, yeah, the one had me right across the nose a couple of years ago. That's the one we had to put him down about 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. He's beautiful. He's only a youngster. 180 likes. The dynamic range is so much bigger on CDs, Harry Manny. See, now I don't know the technical stuff about it. The new vinyl sounds fantastic. It is expensive, Billy Boy. It is expensive. Calvin Dixon saying, I've played any snooker. Right. I play with my mate Chris. I've recently started playing a man called Reese, and he is superb. He is like next level snooker, and the guy is just a brilliant snooker player. Really, honestly, he's like brings a tear to my eye how good this guy is at snooker. Some of the potsy, but it's a technique. I don't have the technique. I don't have the. So what he told me, what I'm doing with a snooker cue, he said I'm doing this with a snooker cue. I'm basically rocking it on my fingers. I'm doing this with a snooker. When I'm going back and forth, I'm not beautifully straight. He said you're doing this. He said it's everyone who hasn't been trained to use a snooker cue, everyone does this. It's a natural thing to do, rocking it on your finger. You have to learn that technique. You learn that technique, beautifully straight cueing, and you'll be a much better snooker player. Don't get me wrong, I can pot long shots. I can pot the long ones. But he said if you can just master, but it's teaching an old brain. It's teaching an old brain. That's the problem. How to, because I go back into my I go back into my lazy mind. I go back into playing, rocking the bloody cue on my hand. So I just need to keep, I'm going to practice. I'm joining the league in September. I'm playing again tomorrow. I'm playing Chris tomorrow. 12 o'clock, I think we're going to meet over the snooker club. But I just need to learn how to push through with the snooker cue. Practice makes perfect, Steve Jeffrey. Yeah, exactly that. I'd like to think by September, when the season kicks off, August, September, I'd like to think that I can sort my technique out by then. Learn this old brain. Teach this old brain how to cue properly. I think it's snooker. American pool, I'm decent. Pockets nice and big, suits me. Ali T, I know. My neighbour's cat sits in my garden every morning, stares me out. What smug animals cats are. I bet he just wants to come in I bet he's just curious, Big Kev. He probably wants to come in, have a cuddle, see if you got any food, and then bugger off again. Had old peculiar from Cannes, but would love to taste some cask. Not always here in Sweden. Favourite Spanish or Portuguese beer? Spanish or Portuguese? Oh, Peculiar for Al Humphreys. Nice beer there. Spanish or Portuguese beer? Probably Garage. Probably Garage Brewery in Barcelona. Probably Spain's best brewery. Runs with Wind. £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Runs with Wind, with that £5 super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Warmer sounds does not equal better sound. Far from it. Jerome Judenberg. Yeah. My highest break, Karl Marx, my highest break. It's about 21. Red, black, red, black, red, black. I had 3 red blacks. And one, I caught the last one. Caught the reds, and the black moved slightly, and it was a dead shot black into the corner. It was a bit of a fluke. So 21's my highest break. Can we do 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? We have 188. We have 188. Calvin Dixon's 12. It's hard. It's a hard game. 189. Come on, 200 likes. 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hey, Big Kev, do you want to see? Evening, Simon. Hope you're keeping well, matey. Scott, yeah, big old thing on my head, look. I'm not sure if you see my previous video. Oh, what a palaver that was. What a palaver. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, Scott. Have you seen it? What a palaver. Anyone else at the barbecue? Yeah, last week. Big Kev, can I show you something? My old pink shorts didn't look pink anymore, and the zip broke yesterday. I've been out to Tesco's today, Big Kev. Do you want to see? What do you think, Big Kev? Eh? New ones. New ones, Big Kev. New pink shorts. In busy, I'll have a look later in the pub having a couple of beers. Oh, enjoy the pub. Oh, have a look, Scott. I'm in heck. I'm sure it's going to cause all sorts of like headbutting pizzas. Yeah, pink to make the boys wing. Not as pink as the famous originals, but nice. They went like a peach colour. They went really, all the colour fell out of them completely. They went all like really horrible and like, and then the zip broke and that was it. Mel said, get them off. You're not wearing them anymore. You inspired me to go without sugar, but I took it a step further. I went on the carnivore diet, eliminating all plant foods except a few beers here and there. I'm 50 pounds lighter. Jason, isn't it funny? Get off the sugar. Sugar? No good. No good. Was Northern referring to yourself then? So this whole Northern Monk thing, I think so. I know there's a lot of people in the comments box going, oh, it's not about you. Why do you think it's about you? But you got to ask yourself this question. And I didn't mention this earlier in the video because I filmed that today. I filmed that this afternoon. Northern Monk have never posted like that on Instagram, have they? When have Northern Monk ever been like that on Instagram? They haven't, have they? They haven't been like that on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're just not that type of company. The fact is, 2 weeks ago, and it's had thousands of views. I reviewed the Old Northern Monk and I put it against the new Northern Monk Faith versus Old Northern Monk Faith. Lots of you watched it. Lots of you said I won't buy the beer anymore because it's reduced. And somebody's there looking at a spreadsheet. These big breweries, there's always somebody looking at a spreadsheet. They're looking at the graph up and down, up and down. And I can imagine it wasn't my choice to lower the ABV of Faith. It wasn't my choice. The fact is, it was their choice. It was their decision. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing out that Old Faith was better. That's my job. Their job is to brew the best beer they possibly can for the best money they can sell it for. Or, you know, help the local people. Let's plug this back in. Help people, you know, drink good beer. And the fact is, these people, it's like Cadbury's, isn't it? It's like Doritos. Look at Doritos. Walker's Doritos. I remember when Walker's Doritos were in a 250 gram bag. 250 grams of crisps for £1. Whoa. Wow. What an incredible super chat. I'm going to get that in a moment, but Anorak 4K has been a member for 43 months. Hello, everyone, from Jason and Sarah in Florida. Hello, Jason and Sarah. How are you doing? Thanks for the 43 months of the lifeboat keeping us afloat. Look at this. Can I ask a personal question? Can everybody like this super chat? Can everybody like... We've just had £100 super chat. £100 super chat. What a wonderful gesture. Thank you very much. £100. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Dan Nelson. Good evening, Simon, and thanks for all your hard work and commitment to the great food and beer reviews. You are a true inspiration to us all, and stone the crows. Wow, look at this. 24 people have liked it. Dan Nelson. 36 people have liked it. Look at this. Can we get 100 likes? Can we get 100 likes on Dan Nelson's £100 super chat? Wouldn't that be great? We've got 36 likes so far. And 4 comments. Dan Nelson can read the comment. Isn't that wonderful? Dan Nelson can read the comments on a £100 super chat. That's amazing. 38 likes. We got 38 likes on this £100 super chat. £99, 99 pence. It's the big red, for all of you people looking for it, it's the big red super chat here. Currently 42 likes. What an amazing, amazing thing. Thank you very much. Wow, yeah, lots of people. I'm keen on you want some. Wow, Dan Nelson. Amazing, right? But it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Hello. How are you, Albert? I'm fine. Fair play. Awesome. That is amazing. Hey, Simon. Loughborough, Maybach, this end. 48 likes, 10 comments. Dan Nelson, legend, incredible. Tomorrow's your birthday. Stone the Crows. Cheers, everyone. Got a life and death on the go. Oh. Wow, Harry Manny. It's Stone the Crows, all right. Yeah, absolute legend. Thank you for the support. Stone the Crows with a super chat. Thank you very much. I'm on a lager diet and I lost now. Dan says absolute. Lee says absolute legend. 54 likes. 54 likes on a super chat. That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you all so very much. It's a community, isn't it? Doesn't this just prove that this whole thing is a wonderful, wonderful community of people? And I like the fact that YouTube keep evolving this live feed. The fact that people can say thank you to other people that super chat in a way of a thumbs up. Isn't that a nice, isn't that just a nice thing? It's just a nice thing, isn't it? That's, although Dan's putting 100 quid to us, there's 55 people who have liked Dan's super chat, and that's probably made his weekend. That's probably made his weekend. The fact that 55 people have gone, That's amazing, Dan. Thank you very much. Treasure Norway. Simon, hello from Norway. Erding of Weisen, yeah. Hi, shout out to Emma trying to homebrew. Homebrew, Emma, you brew some homebrew. That is very cool. You are an official brewster. You are a brewster. I never seen such a generous super chat. Dan, yeah, me, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. So what was I saying? A great community of great people. Simon on the chat. Exactly. So going back to it, it wasn't me that decided to reduce faith. It was the decision makers at Northern Monk. But as I was trying to explain earlier on to you guys, I'm here for you. If Kronenberg reduced the ABV on their beer, I'm going to tell you all about it. If other breweries do the same thing, I'll tell you all about it. Last summer, Leffe decided to reduce the ABV of Leffe, and they did this big splash. Can you remember it? Can you remember the big splash? The Leffe Blonde. It was all over Asda. They had posters everywhere in Asda, all up the beer aisle. It's as if Leffe took over. It was smoke and mirrors. It was smoke and mirrors because Leffe went down to 6% ABV. They called it a relaunch. Leffe's on the end of the aisle. Everybody wants to drink Leffe. Leffe's just this wonderful thing. 6% ABV. 6% ABV. Leffe Blonde has always been 6.6% ABV. 6.6% ABV. So I went everywhere. I looked high, searched high and low. Because what they do, these companies, they chuck away all the old stock. They take it all off the shelves. Steinhauser. I bought a pack of Steinhauser as a hunch today. It was in Aldi. There was 3 packs left. When I was there 2 weeks ago, there was a crate full. There was a literal pallet full of Steinhauser. A pallet full. When I went there this week, 2 weeks later, there's 3 little cases left. And I thought, I'm having one of you. This little case is going in my trolley. Reason being, I got a sneaky suspicion that Steinhauser is going to come back as a 4% lager. As painful as that is for me to say, because Steinhauser is a brilliant beer, as it is, as 4.7% ABV, I think it's going to come back as a 4% beer. I think they don't want you to have a good thing. This is the point. They don't want you to have a good thing for cheap, do they? Why couldn't Aldi just carry on selling Steinhauser in that box for the money they were selling for at 4.7% ABV? Why couldn't they just carry on? I almost can guarantee, if it comes back, I can almost guarantee that it won't come back as a 4.7% ABV lager. And I know there's a couple of people leaving the chat over this whole thing, but the point is, this is why you tune in. You tune in for me to say Leffe now is 6% ABV. So anyway, I found it in Lidl. I found 4 bottles of 6.6% ABV Leffe in Lidl, in a discount aisle in Lidl. I put it up against New Leffe. It's a completely different beer. It's a completely different beer. I knew Faith was going to be a completely different beer. I knew. You know. Because none of us are stupid, are we? We're not stupid people, are we? This country is all about profiteering. It's all about, it's never for us. It's never for us. It's never just have that Steinhauser for cheap at 4.7% ABV. Enjoy it. Your little secret. Enjoy your little secret. your little case of Steinhauser every week, great quality lager. None of that. They don't want you. They don't want you to enjoy it. So I think that's why, just to round this off, because I'm boring myself now, just to round this off, the reason why I believe I was called what I was called on the front of that bottle 3 days ago was the fact that I just shone a light on it. All I did was I just shined a light. It's my job to shine a light. It's my job to shine a light on these breweries when they're reducing ABV on beer. And they shouldn't be reducing ABV on beer. It should be 4.3, 4.4% ABV. What is it? 5.3%. It should be 5.3 or 5.4% ABV. It shouldn't be that they knock out a load of hops and it's 5%. Why are we always being taken from? Can anybody remember when Kraft bought Cadbury? Does anybody think Cadbury's taste the same after Kraft bought it? Shandy Nation, yeah. It used to be 4.8%. What beer used to be 4.8? See, I don't think Cadbury's taste the same anymore. Brewery should be keeping the ABV where it is and putting the price up as if they have to. And then telling us, yeah, I do it, innit? I'll pay more. All beer should be 5% minimum. All beer should be 5.5% ABV minimum, it says Diversity. Doctor, reducing the ABV here would start a revolution. I can imagine, you know, but here, in good old Blighty, we just roll over and have our bellies tickled all of the time. We roll over, we have our bellies tickled. It's just a weird place. And it drives me nuts. I was telling you earlier on about Doritos. Let me finish my Doritos story. Doritos used to be £1 a bag, 250 grams of crisps. Then they knocked it down to 200 grams. 200 grams for £1. Then they knocked it down to 180 grams for £1. Then they kept it at 180 grams, but they put the price up to £2.50. That's like, I can't even do the maths. Can anybody do the maths on that? So the packet size is nearly halved and the price has doubled. It was like, whoa. Simon, give me 3 good reasons why I should drink a beer tonight. Matthew, 3 good reasons. Is the sun shining? If the sun's shining, there's one reason. The other reason is, have you had good news this week? That's another reason. And the third reason would be it's the end of the week, the end of a traditional week. It's Friday night. Why not? We take it every and then they say, thank you, sir. What a country. Oh, I know. We always put up the second best side. We complain about but important stuff. We roll over. Billy boy, yeah. I'm sold. Matthew's having a beer. Right, the big breweries don't care because enough people will buy it without even considering the ABV. Yep. Doritos have changed in flavour too. They are rotten. Yeah, they used to be fantastic. Doritos, they used to be great. Right, I need roll over and have our bellies tickled. Gonna save that one. Harry Money. Simon, it was heavily that used to be 4.8, now it's 4.4. Ah, right, I got you. High ABVs are the big thing here in America, but we have no tax issues with the powers that be. Well, Don don't drink, does he? See what happens there now in a few months. I thought Hershey's bought it. It was Kraft, and then now it's some other Mondelez or whatever it's called. Simon, you do another pint at a time, mate, and this time follow the instructions. Lewis Williams, oh my goodness me. Oh, the pint of video. People love them, don't they? Me trying to make a pint of video. Brewery should be keeping the ABV where it is and putting the price up. Yeah, right. I got a super chat. I need to go for a wee. Matthew, reason is there is a Y in the day. Toilet break, please. Lee Griffin. Look at this. Yes, Lee Griffin. No idea where. I've thinking. What's the primary? He was Peter Atherton. He was in Barry, and I'm slightly disappointed. I'm slightly disappointed. Because I've had a drink with Alan Cairns. I've had a drink with him. We opened a bar together. We didn't personally put money in and open the bar together, but he was invited as an MP, and I was invited as a blogger. And me and Alan, we drank for hours. He's a little guy, he can drink. We drank. We had fun. And then I seen him in London last year at the GBBF. And he was like, hey! And I was like, hey! And we're like, hey! I'm pointing the water. So, anyway, I was thinking to myself yesterday, Mr. Prime, he was in Barry at a brewery. Where was mine? I live a mile away. He was a mile away from my house. Where was my invite? All this pally rubbish. All this, well, yeah. When it boils down to it, I wasn't invited, was I? Might have been something to do with me going in the national press last year, though, wasn't it? They might have looked at my profile and went, oh, God, no, we better steer clear of him. I'm going to go get a pint and I'm going to have a wee. Here we go then. I want to thank the 212 people that decided to wait for me while I had a wee and got a pint out the fridge. Thank you, I do appreciate you. I know there's other stuff on the television, and I know the sun's shining, and I know there's other things that people can do, but thanks for the people who hung on. It's just me on my own. Get the violins out. It's me on my own. I don't get to press buttons and say this is a commercial break. One. It's just me going to the toilet and grabbing beers out the fridge. It used to be Mel as well. Listening to you, P, was very therapeutic. You can't hear that from up there, can you? So, what does everybody think? It's not quite the witching hour, but I think we better start this conversation. What does everybody think of this week's major news, you know, with the rain coming down on the man with the blazer on in the street making an announcement? What was everyone's views on that? Prefer the Friday live to Thursday as I can drink along. Peter Atherton, cool. Pick the dog up, Rodney. Oi, come here, you. Oh. He's a good boy, look. He's a brew dog. Remember those? Get off me, you stink. Remember those? The brew dog things? Oh. Have a look. Ah, say hiya. Say hiya, boy. There he is, look. Hey, you knocked my teeth out. My tongue's hanging out my head. You knocked my teeth out. Oh. His tongue. He's got no teeth. He's got no teeth in his head. Some naughty man was giving him beer when he was younger. And he all his teeth rotted. The vet was like, what's going on here? I said, don't know. What's his diet like? I says, oh, he has the odd beer every now and again. The vet was like, ah. As a working class bloke, I've never, stammer. I hope he delivers. The most unlikely girl I can remember, and also unlikable opposite. This is the thing, Peter Atherton, isn't it? Wouldn't it? It's. I think this. My dog has no teeth. Gives him character. Punk IPA is gonna taste like ass. Sleazy rider. So I think there's like. You know, like you see in like Spain and stuff and Italy, you have a new party come along and they just wipe the floor with everybody. I got a funny feeling there's going to be a new party that's going to come along. Do you reckon, do you think we'll, and this is not, personally, I don't really mind because I don't want to fill out paperwork. Do you think we'll go back in to the euro? Do you think when we vote, or if we vote the Reds in, all of a sudden it'll be like, right, we're having another ref 2, and then all of a sudden we're back in. We're back in. You don't think so, Paul? You don't think so? Probably not. No, lots of people saying no. Yeah, well, Matt and Jake says yeah. Probably. This is my thing. But I think we'd have to give up the pound. I think we'd have to join the euro full on. It'll be like you're joining the currency now. You've had your rotten veg in the supermarkets for a year. You know, buy a bag of carrots, they last 2 days. We've punished you enough. You got to join the actual. And I think that my mate said this years ago. My mate said this is going to be a long, drawn-out process. This is the end game. The end game of all of this is that when we do get dragged back in, we will join the single currency. And that was his predicament. That was not that was his prediction. That was his prediction. And I don't think it's a bad shout, actually. I think in terms of his prediction, I don't think it's a bad shout. He told me that years ago. And I was like, ooh, that's quite interesting. That's quite an interesting topic. That's quite an interesting, like, let's make it so bad that we will like literally won't mind joining the currency, the euro currency. No, Big Kev, it's absolutely not one of those, is it? We will be one world digital currency. That's a Ali D. It will, yeah. Al Humphreys. I think they're gonna wipe for whatever reason. I got a funny feeling they're gonna wipe the floor with everyone. It's like it's scary, isn't it? I don't know what's gonna happen. But there's other people who Ali D here we go. Once Cask goes to it, we're all so simple as that. Ali D. Now there is another school of thought. The other school of thought is there's a high, you know, when they have their meetings, the G7, the G30, whatever it is, that's where it all gets decided. It's nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with who's in power. All the decision making for the world, all of this like climate change stuff, all of this, it all comes from a higher. Yeah. We're all slaves to the money, then we die. Dan the man, yeah. Percy and the Porcelain, Al Humphreys, yeah, I know, going to shake hand with the vicar. Global, they are all bought and paid. Well, exactly, Sam. Yes, J.E. Exactly that. I believe that too. They're blasting D-Ream outside of the gates. And you're thinking, how? Oh, yeah. It is funny though. It is funny. So, somebody I know quite well might be a family member. They started their first job recently, and I'm sure it's all done properly and above board, but they're given cash at the end of the day. And because these people are young, or this person's young, so what do I do with this? What do I do with this? And she goes running down the bank. She puts it all in the bank, and then she uses it. She likes to ding ding with her card. Ding 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 with her card. And she'll probably laugh at herself in years to come. She'll probably like, oh, I've just declared and everything. Like, it's all going. Where's that come from? Where's all that come from? And I try to explain to her, when it's given, I say her, it might be a him, when it's in your hand, you can go and buy food and whatnot without anyone know, without without the knowing. Keep it in your hand. I'm trying to tell her, him or her. Keep it in your hand. Keep it in your hand. You got the power when it's in your hand. The moment you stick it down, blooming, it's gone. It's not gone. It's just that there's a paper trace then, isn't it? I used to love. I used to love, living my younger life. I used to love a big carpenter. I was a carpenter. I had 20% of the job. If anybody got their checkbook out, I'd be like, whoa, 20% extra. 20% extra. You start writing bits on bits of paper for me, 20% extra. No way, Jose. Can you guys still find out any of that fabulous Bavarian lager at Lidl's? Really hope it shows up again anytime. Oh, Jerome, yeah, that was great, wasn't it? That was great. Tony, did I watch us Fury Simon? I had it 8 for us because of being I mean, I watched it on YouTube like days later. I don't believe in. I'm not interested enough to pay. It was like 35 quid. It's like 35. No, I'm paying that. Come on now. Doggy. Deaf as a dog. Dog's deaf. He's going by the back door of the toilet. Yo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. I gotta let the dog on with him. This one's wild. This one, he's all boom. Gotta be careful. Fire stick. Well, Scott, I know what you mean. Go and pick his damn up with your bare hands. Dog needs a pony. I didn't pay anything, got a certain link. Ah, well, there we are. I'm a lifelong boxing fan. I didn't pay, Tony. Am I watching the F1 this weekend? Yes. I don't know. How did practice go today? How did second practice go? Does anybody know? Dan Ratcliffe, do you know how second practice went? I'm kind of hoping the McLarens are up there. Yeah, Norman Elite. Yeah, I can do all that stuff. That's just repetitive work, that is. That's just cleaning out a few joints, gobbling it up with cement. Yeah, I can do that. I can do all that stuff. So where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from and what are you drinking? Isn't it nice tonight? Beautiful. Beautiful weather. Rodney, am I retired? Not that old. No, not yet. Norman Elise, Manchester Pepsi Mask. Definitely watching the F1 this weekend. Dan Radcliffe, mate. Al Humphries, yeah. I thought us took round 1 to 3, then Fury 4 to 6. Came back 7 to 11, and then gave Fury the 12th. Fury has robbed of the powers that be, and with us country being in war, never going to get a decision. He did, though. Fair play, Rob. He did get it. I watched a documentary on him on YouTube, and he's had to work hard for everything. He's had to work really hard, that man, for everything that he's kind of like. He spent years getting to that point. Can you imagine the pressure? You spent years getting to that point. And you got this gobby, he's gobby, isn't he? That's why I didn't pay. I didn't pay. And he bangs on weirdly in his press. He's always like, bangs on about Jesus. Oh, he's banging on. I'm like, what you... Honestly, I like fairy tales, you know? I'm like, what kind of man... I totally understand people. Some people need it, don't they? Some people need it. I got married in a church. Second time round, I got married in a church. And I had to go to this church for a while. And the pastor turned around to me. And he said, you're going to do all right our life. He said, because you worked it all out. And he meant I worked him out. He meant that I worked him out. This pastor. He was trying to baptise me. And I was like, I'm not interested. I'll do, I'm a carpenter. I'll do some work in the church, I'll charge you very cheap money. But there's no way I'm being baptised. There's no way you got not on your Nelly, mate. Not on your Nelly. So when I know he's got a big meat head type thing on him, but I can understand some of these people where I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand how you can, like, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, Jesus will show me the way and God's plan, all this stuff. I just don't get it. It's not for me. I don't understand it. I never will. Some people need it. Some people, but it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me. But I can't take it. I couldn't take him seriously after that. Years ago, I think he beat. Didn't he beat that Ukrainian guy? What was his name? The old Ukrainian guy, the guy from the 90s, early 2000s. Klitschko. Was it Klitschko? Klitschkov? When he beat, and he was like, oh, Jesus got me to this point and I'm going to go and snort something up my nose now. And he beat, like, oh, taking whatever he was doing, they banned him for a while, didn't they? And you're thinking, oh, did he tell you to do that as well? Did he tell you to stick that bag of white stuff up your nose? So I just find it mad, I just find it like, it's not for me. It's not for me. Vladimir Klitschko, what a fighter he was. I think Lennox Lewis retired. Lennox Lewis retired because that man absolutely pummeled him. And even though Lennox Lewis won, I think Lennox Lewis knew that he was never going to beat that man again. Well, I believe in beer too. Fair to play the video, you're a humble guy and so living that life. I don't see him as humble. I really don't see him as a humble man. I don't see him as humble. I really don't. I just don't understand. He's like I mean, getting up on 9 and jumping to your feet, that was like ADHD central, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Who did he jump up? Who knocked him down? It was like 8. He was asleep. He was asleep on 8. And then he opened it was like ADHD central. He opened his eyes and he was up on his feet. And he was like, oh, let's go again, ADHD. That's all. It was mad. Madness, like Wilder, yeah. Absolutely like absolutely bonkers, wasn't it? ADHD Central, that was. Flipping heck. He does, well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised whatsoever. I'm not surprised by Big Vin's comment either. He probably woke up and he thought, right, okay, I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna carry on with Wilder. Have you thought about doing a video ranking UK supermarkets on which ones offer the best range of beers? UK supermarket. I suppose Dan Radcliffe. That's quite a good idea, actually. It's quite a good idea. Audley Harrison is the greatest of all. Oh my god, he had a glass jaw, didn't he? He had a glass jaw, that man. They bigged him up, didn't they? They picked the Sun newspaper. Oh, he was always on the back pages of the Sun, wasn't he? The Sun news. Audley Harrison. Oh, God. I remember, and everyone was like, "Hey, here we go, Audley Harrison." Here he go. And then, boom, he'd have one on the jaw, and he'd be gone. He'd be sleeping. Hey, Al Humphreys. I apologise. I have it too. It takes one to know one, yeah? It takes one to... I got all of these things, but I've never been to a doctor. It takes one to know one. I knew exactly what was going on when he was waking up on 8 and jumping to his feet like that. I knew exactly what was going on. I had my tattoo. Can I tell you a story about my tattoo? I had my tattoo done when I was 17 years old. I don't like blood or anything like that. So they were doing my tattoo. They were doing the outline. They were doing the outline of the tattoo. And I remember feeling a bit sick because there was blood running down my arm. And I remember, next thing I know, there was a wall mirror in front of me. And I remember opening my eyes and thinking, oh, I've just woke up. I've been in bed, like I'm just waking up out of bed. I remember looking in the mirror and then realising where I was. In a split second, that ADHD, that split second, bang. I jumped to my feet, jumped to my seat, I was back in the chair, and the guy was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I said, carry on. And he carried on. He carried on. I was out for the count. They said I was flipping out on the floor. I was like a fish on the floor, flipping around on the tattooist floor. And they said, you woke up, you looked in it, and they said the next thing you know, you jumped up on your feet and you were back in the chair. That's exactly what happened with Tyson Fury. When he jumped back in that chair or jumped back to his feet and he was like, I'm all right again now. Let me sort my hair out. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get back on with it. I know it takes one to know one. It takes one to know one. Sweet yin yang, yeah. I have a pint of German $50 Oh, I know. It's good stuff, that, Pavel. Good stuff. It's from Asda. Home bargains for beer. Got some Argentina beer, bottles of beer last week and some Carib bottles. I picked up some Carib as well. In your opinion, who is the greatest Welsh sports person of all time? Joe Calzaghe. Bledin Davis. Joe Calzaghe. Yo, Toad Cereal, how you doing? Matthew's laughing. Never understood why they don't have some sort of VAR for the biggest boxing matches. Ryan Giggs. He was a very good footballer. I'd say Joe Calzaghe. Joe, Super Joe. Super Joe. Super Joe. Super Joe Calzaghe. Yeah, Super Joe. Just don't drinking Roadrunner by Blackhall Brewery at their tap room. If you get a chance, Simon, you need to try this. One of the best New England pale ales I've ever tried. Ryan Fraser. Ryan Tyson Fury, Harry Seacombe, James Webber. I'm on the M&S X4 Pure Session IPA. What is your favourite African beer? This is Martin Ryder. Favourite African beer? That's taken me by surprise. Max Boyce. What a man, Max Boyce. Yes. But suppose kid got hit. Was it? Army job. Picked up 4 Irish stouts today and was pleasantly surprised. Really nice effort. Yeah, tricky turnip. Very good beer. Joe Calzaghe. I reckon he's the best. Calzaghe Vickers Froth at 175 would have been a war. Yeah. Got a lovely nitro stout. Yep. Joe Calzaghe for me. Are you going to any beer festivals this year? Kevin James, am I going to any beer festivals this year? I went to one a few weeks ago. I went to the Brew York Beer Festival. As it stands, going into the summer, I really need to look at... I tell you what, let me ask you guys a question. Big beer festivals this year. What is going on? Big beer festivals. I know we got the Tobacco Dock. The Tobacco Dock should be on. Manchester is 6th of July. But comment. Let me know. Don't just put Manchester though, because I won't know. Put what the name of the beer festival is as well, if you don't mind, and the date. And then bish bash bosh. We'll have a look. Tynedale Beer Festival, Ryan. Simon is a walking beer festival himself. I know. Is it a beer you loved and drank too much of it and went off it? I did it with Gwen Stefani. Primus from the Congo is pretty good. Made on the license and stuff. Beer I've drank too much of. New England IPA. I'm really bored of it. I'm really bored of New England IPA. Don't be up, mate. To Tobacco Dr. Bourbon CP a mile. Tote Sealer, yeah. Kyle says, any more brewery tours, town tours? The recent one you did in New York was fantastic. I think you should do more. It would be great views for the channel. Kyle Broadbent, we got one next week. We're filming next week. I might have an announcement on the Stone Crow next Thursday. I might have an announcement. I don't know yet. It's all a bit up in the air. I'd like to take a summer break. And I will make an announcement on that next week. But I will be making an announcement based on affordability. Like, can I do these towns instead of the Stone Crow? Cheltenham, Manchester, Leeds, London. Can I do all of these places? And will it... I like a summer break on the Stone Crow. I will be having some kind of break. at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, but I'll make my mind up next week on it. It all comes down to number crunching. I will find out next week. The numbers will be in. I'll be able to work out if I can. Edinburgh, yeah, I'll do Edinburgh. The thing is, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't have enough energy or time to do Stone Crow Virtual Pub and Beers and Bars of York. I don't have the battery for it. The battery will go flat. And I fear the battery going flat because the battery went flat with my carpentry. And I got to the point I couldn't pick up a saw anymore because I was just so bored of it. I was so like... One of the best jobs in the world, carpentry. It really is. I'm really pleased I've become a carpenter. But it's like anything in life, you get bored of it. And I don't want my batteries to flatten on the live feed. And I don't want my batteries to flatten on the out and about, London and everything else. Chester, try the pubs. Who's asked to contact me? Ryan Fraser. What's the best way to contact you? To send you a few different beers. realaleguide@googlemail.com. realaleguide@googlemail.com. To send me some beers. Thank you very much. I think you would get more views with the beers and bar tours than the virtual pub. Kyle Broadbent. Garage the Lamp. I am quite happy to watch one or the other. Good to have a drink too. Don't burn out though. You're doing great. This is the thing. It's fine margins, isn't it? If I start doing virtual pubs, beer reviews, food reviews, and travelling videos, my goodness me, my brain will be this like, my brain will be like swelling up. Anna, hello, evening, Si, how are we doing? Come to Camden Town in London for a few. It's on me. Lane to the, yeah, brilliant. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let's go to Camden. Camden Town. Best mainstream UK lager on the market. That would be Kronbacher or Warsteiner. Kronbacher or Warsteiner wrestling gimmicks. And you can find them in Tesco's and Morrison's. That's mainstream. It's good German lager. Lovely German lager. Well, it's nearly 9 o'clock. It's nearly the witching hour. Castle Rock fan, Chris Simpson. Castle Rock. Yeah, why not? Why not? I like a bit of Castle Rock. Elsie Moe, don't she? She's a looker, isn't she? She's a looker, Elsie Moe. Blimey. Harry Manny, 10 o'clock here. Ryan Ford is near the witch. It feels like the witching hour. It does feel like the witching hour. Wrestling gimmicks like Warsteiner, very good. It's a cracking pint with Warsteiner. If you only do it every so often for an occasional change, you might be okay. When is a snake a tail? Well, yeah. Larger Sainsbury's, or I've seen them in Tesco's too. Anime. Yep. Kronbacher is tremendous. Right, should we let where's the cat? We're gonna let the dog in. Oh. We still got this wonderful super chat from Dan. Let's pull it up. Let's jump on it. Dan Nelson. £100 super chat. It's unbelievable. It's still up on my feed. I didn't know you did lives. Mon the Glasgow Rangers, real ale. James, brilliant. Timothy Taylor Landlord Dark is my favourite UK beer. Who let the dogs out? Jerome. Kronbach is tremendous. Has anybody tried yet? Has anybody tried Jaipur Black IPA? Jaipur Black IPA. Brand new beer from Thornbridge. They had a beer years ago called Raven. Have a look on my YouTube channel. Thornbridge Raven. It was their Black IPA. It's lovely that Thornbridge have brewed another Black IPA. It is. It's really lovely. I think they should have kept with the name Raven. I think they should have kept Raven IPA as it was. Personally, Thornbridge Jaipur Black IPA, I get it. It's part of the... Jaipur's a brand in its own right now, isn't it? Jaipur is the brand. It's like Punk Black IPA. Can you imagine that? Punk Black IPA. So Jaipur's the brand. But I quite liked Raven. I remember reviewing Raven. It was a great beer. Way too few Black IPAs being put on the market. Why? Jerome, people don't understand it. Simple as that. People do not understand it. Have I ever had Hazy Jane, Ryan Coyne? Yep, I've had Hazy Jane many a times. It's okay. What is the best wrestling gimmick? I don't know, maybe the whole thing. Raymond McHugh, hey bruv, love your stuff. Have you reviewed Carmen by Carnival Brewery in Liverpool? I walked past Carnival. No, sorry, I haven't. I walked past Handyman. I stayed in a hotel down the road from Handyman. I went to a Chinese takeaway in a Tesco. If you know Liverpool, if you know where Handyman Brewing Company is, I stayed in a hotel down the road from Handyman, and I went in a Tesco by Handyman, and I went in an Indian takeaway by Handyman, and I didn't realise I was like, is that a brewery? Is that a bar? What is that place over there? Didn't go in. Wish I did. So where are we then? Where are we with the likes? So should we be cheeky? Oh, Ali D. Ali D's in with a £2 super chat. Thank you very much, Ali D. I really appreciate this. We'll miss The Witcher now. Catch you next week. Oh, Ali D. Thank you very much, Ali. See you soon, mate. See you soon. Enjoy your telly. It's Friday night, Dan. Al Humphries is still in. Ravens, the only birds as cool as crows. Raymond says, great stuff. You need to check it out, this mate. Who are you supporting tomorrow? Real Ale, Rangers or Celtic? I don't follow either, to be honest. James, I do apologise, but I don't really follow either. I did watch a Scottish football match at the start of this season. I think it was August or September. It was on the Channel 5, I think it was on. It was someone like Kilmarnock or someone. And they were playing in the European... They played played some kind of Ukrainian, Eastern European team. And they lost over 2 legs, but they were having a right go. And they played the better football. They just lost the game. The other team from Eastern Europe, they were clinical, absolutely clinical. They just went and they scored goals, and it was great. Southampton said, oh, Scott Wool. So I follow a lot of Welsh football. And I know Russell Martin from his days at Swansea. Swansea are a selling club. They are a selling club. If they backed Russell Martin, they'd be in the Premier League now. If they trusted him, if they rolled the dice and backed him with some decent players, Russell Martin would be in the Premier League already with Swansea City. It's such a shame. Did he play for Rangers, did he? What a manager. What a manager he is. He's like brilliant, all out kind of attacking like a Guardiola, isn't he? I'm enjoying my beer tonight. I'm probably going to get one more. I am enjoying it. How many bottles? Should we count? 10 green bottles. 3. So I've had about 3 fine. Terrible defender for Scotland. He was probably running up attacking all the time, wasn't he? His teams, if you look at Southampton, if you look at Swansea, they didn't have blooming league. He wasn't about defence, was he? Even as the manager, he's not about defence. He's all about like how many can you score? Outscore him. Don't worry about defence. Remember Ozzy Ardiles? Is anybody old enough to remember Ozzy Ardiles at Tottenham? So Ozzy Ardiles was an Argentinian manager, and he had this idea that if he had a load of attacking players on the pitch, they would win the game. So he had strikers at right back, strikers at left back, strikers in midfield, strikers in, and he was like, just go and score. Just go and score. And they would be hammered and Tottenham nearly got relegated. Because they had no defence. They had no defence. It was like, attack, attack, attack. Went to Newcastle, did he? As a manager, he went to Newcastle. I do. He lives near us here in He lives in Hertfordshire. AC1 Cup final against Man City, golden era, Big Vin. Ozzy Ardiles. No, I mean as a manager. I'm sure Ozzy Ardiles was the manager of Tottenham, and he literally flooded the team with strikers. Spurs was a good team when he was a player. They're not bad now. Do you know what I fear for Man United? If there's one team I fear for, it's Manchester United. You look at Liverpool, solid. Newcastle, they're just going to get better. Man City, brilliant. Arsenal, fantastic. I just can't see a way for Man United to get in the top four. Not in the next 3 years. Not in the next 3 years. Chelsea, that striker's come through at Chelsea. He's banging the goals in. What was his name? Brilliant young striker for Chelsea. I can't remember his name now. Blonde hair. Banged 5 goals in against Everton, I think. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I just can't see a way from Man United. Palmer. He's a midfielder, is he? He's a midfielder. I thought he was a striker. Wow. Cole Palmer. What a player. What a player he is. I just can't see how Man United... I cannot see how Manchester United will ever break into the top four. I just can't see it. Cole Palmer's a brilliant player for Chelsea. He really is, Ryan Ford. It will take us 5 to 10 years to be back where we should be. DBUK. Alex knew, didn't he? As far as I'm concerned, Alex knew. He knew it was time to retire. He was like, oh, I'm not being backed anymore like I should be backed. And those players that just won the league, and they just, it was like a cliff, wasn't it? It wasn't fast, it was a cliff edge. They literally... David Moyes come in, and I feel sorry for David Moyes. I feel sorry for David Moyes because David Moyes was a great manager. He is a great manager right now. He is a great manager. Look what he's done with West Ham. But he was given a team that just fell off in a canoe off Niagara Falls. He was given that team, wasn't he? Niagara Falls in a canoe. That was what David Moyes was given. And it was such a shame. Because it was a pressurised job. He is a good man. He is a great manager. And he just couldn't, you know. Those people who run, the big people in them, or if you have a look at their American businesses, they pillaged them, literally pillaged them. All their supermarkets, all their shopping malls, they sucked all the cash out of it. Man United, they sucked all the cash out of it. They literally sucked like vampires. You know when you see like these investment companies, oh, we're gonna do great. Look at Swansea City Football Club. They sold a certain Icelandic footballer to Everton for £45 million. They didn't invest a penny back. Not a penny. And they wonder why they got relegated. They wondered why. They were like, these owners, they were vampires. They just sucked Swansea dry. The people at Man United have absolutely sucked Man United dry. They have. I can't see how. I can't see how this new guy, what's his name, the new kind of like, he owns 25%. I just can't see what he's going to do. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Hang on. Right, we got a super chat with Al Humphreys. Al Humphreys with a £5 super chat. Let's love the super chat. Let's like the super chat. We got 8 people, including myself, to like the super chat. Yet another blooming brilliant live stream, Simon, mate, and all these lovely, beautiful brothers in the chat are bloody great too. Cheers, everybody. Al Humphreys, thank you very much. I really appreciate your £5 super chat. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Al Humphreys. I don't think I need to explain to Al Humphreys. It's the witching hour. And I start to get on my pedestal, don't I, at this time of night? I start to, this and this and that and this. And I start to, and yeah, Al Humphreys, he knows that I'm a blooming idiot. Al, I'm going to go and get another pint, Al. One for the road. ABK Vice Beer, 5.3% ABV. Show me the bottle of that. Sorry. There you go. ABK Vice. Can we do 300 likes? Beerish beer. Can we do 300 likes? Hit the like button down below. 31 likes to go. Come on. We got 269 likes. 274. That means we got 26 likes to go. 26 likes to go. Hit the like button down below. There's a like button down here. A like button down here. And a dislike button. You can either hit whatever one you want. Like, dislike, boom, boom, boom. Hit it. Give it a hit. Like button. We have 17 likes to go. 17 likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Slipknot, thank you very much. 12 more likes. 12 more likes to go. 12 more. 9 single digits. 9 more likes to go for 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, everyone. Let's do it. 8. Starting to feel like it's difficult now. 8 more likes. Come on, hit that like button. No, 7. We're going down in single digits. 7 more likes to go. 6. It's like a New Year's Eve countdown, says Slipknot fan. Come on, everyone. There's a like button down here in the corner. There we go. 300 likes. We've done it. 300 likes. Right, Al Humphreys. I got to read his comment. What's it? I'm still in the place to live now. Anna. So what you're talking about, Anna. I'm to the 29th of June to get out of the council. But I am quite apprehensive. No plan yet. Oh, Al Humphreys. I hope you're okay, mate. 29th of June. It's naughty, isn't it? It's naughty. That the council, just get it sorted, man. Get it sorted. Get it done. I need one more. Sorry, how many bottle caps have you got under the counter? I pick them up and check them in the recycling. Slip off hand is the best bloke ever, says Al Humphreys. I need one more wee. One more. I need to turn some lights on. Oh, shit. Oh, there we are. Alexa, turn on the conservatory lights.
Okay.
Right, lights are on. Nobody's home. I need a wee. I'm going to go for a wee. The cat's rubbing on my legs again. You lovely little boy. Oh, he's a lovely cat, this one. Oh, he's there he is. Oh, look at that. See, he'll have you. He's wild. He's absolutely wild. I'm going to go for a wee. I'll be back now. Duff beer from Aldi is not bad. It's all right, yeah. Adam, will you be doing a review of Green King's new Hazy Day IPA in Tesco? I looked for it today. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in Cardiff. I know the one you're on about, the speckled hen. Old speckled is something like speckled hazy hen or something. It's called. I know what you mean. I've looked. It's 3.4%. I don't understand. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm glad Green King have made the decision not to change Old Speckled Hen. I'm glad that they haven't. I'm glad that they've gone with, like, let's just make a session beer. They're quite clever like that. But what annoys me is all this low ABV stuff. What is going on? Why Al Humphreys? Yeah. Why are we being subjected to this absolute, as you say? Why is all UK beer? Oh, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, Benny, yeah.
What's wrong with it? It's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like dishwasher, I always put the glasses on to get them in the cupboard, and it just needs a little, just to get it out. Anyway, it's an agenda, isn't it? It's an absolute agenda. It's like lower ABV beer. Let's lower. What I'll do, I'll just go. Ta-da. I'll go and move to Germany, Austria. I don't know, somewhere where people won't have it. France. Can you imagine the French? Can you imagine what the French would do? Oh no, you've got to start drinking low ABV beer, Mr. Gentleman, Mr. Citizen of France. They'd be like that when they, you know, they'd be going like bedlam, wouldn't it? Over here, we're like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's how I'll drink that 3.4% ABV beer. I'll drink that until the cows come home, and then you can make it 2% in 5 years' time, and then when you make it 2%, then you can make it 1%, and then at the end, nobody will drink beer, and nobody will smoke cigarettes, and we'll all be goody two-shoes, and we won't do anything. All we'll do is do nothing. We'll just do nothing. The thing is, there's such a dislocation, there's such a disconnect between what the people up here, there's such a level of intelligence now. Lots of people go to university, lots of people have a lot of common sense. But the people up here, you know, those people, I think they think that we're all like, I just think that they think we're all like, you know, just ringing in our ears, like nothing in between, just ringing, just white noise in our ears. I think that's what they think. I think. I generally think that's what they. If you watch a program from the good old BBC, if you watch it, it's like they explain things in such a basic way. It's like we're all nothing going on. And that's the most disturbing thing for me. Because I think I laughed so. I was when Blondie was voted in a few years ago, I laughed so hard. And my wife was like, "Why are you laughing? It's not funny." I said, "It is funny. This is the funniest thing ever. People have literally voted in a clown. It might have been more. It might as well have been a local joker. put in. And everybody was like, oh, look at this guy, blue eyes, blonde hair. All the old rose trim. We've all got villages. We've all got villages round us where all the gardens are nicely cut roses and everything's wonderful. We've all got those villages around us. And they're the people. And I think they're the people that it's like, they're the people that they speak to. Those like ringing in your ears people. You have to speak very clearly to these people because otherwise they won't understand. They simply will not understand. It'll be like, it might as well be, is that the word for them? There's a younger generation that is completely far more intelligent. Completely, like miles and miles and miles more intelligent. And the trouble is with this situation. The trouble is with this situation is the hand-me-downs. It's all hand-me-downs. A rich person passes away, they hand their £700,000 house down to their daughter or son, and this has happened for generation after generation after generation, and all they're doing, they're in the garden cutting their roses. I'll make sure all my roses are trimmed nicely and the hedges are cut nicely, and because this has been left to me and this is worth so much money. It's worth so much money, and I'm going to vote because they tarmac the road up the front. Just before, I've gone round this town, right? This lovely town of Barry where I live. The area where they perceive they're going to get a vote, they cover all the potholes. They re-tarmac the road. You want to see where we live. You want to see the roads where we live. It's literally they patch and they patch and they patch and they patch and they patch even more. It's like I might as well be driving my car outside of Mount Snowdon type of thing. Like, you know, I need a 4x4 just to get out onto the road. But the moment you go anywhere near a slightly rose-trimmed, nicely cut garden, you know, hand-me-down houses, I call them, hand-me-down. They've been handed down and they've been handed down and they've been handed down. They're never up for sale. They just handed down to the next generation. That generation may not be intelligent at all. They may not be intelligent at all. They may be, you know, all I need to do, because my dad told me to do it, is to cut my roses and make sure everything's nice and clean in the garden. And that's the thing. So what happens then is that these people go and knock their doors. They go and knock, and then he speaks to these people. It's like, they're not, you know, the local blue man, you know, he's knocking at the door, and it's like, hello, are you gonna vote? Yeah, oh, I go cut my roses. I go make our gardens nice and tidy and clean and tidy. And it's just hand-me-downs. It's just hand-me-down after hand-me-down. But the funny thing is that in these, what I've noticed about where I live right now is that this place has never been any better. Where I live right now, this place has never been any better. Whenever a house is sold in this area, now this area was what, and I use the word was, it was a deprived area. I wouldn't call it a deprived area anymore. What's happening is the people who are priced out of these big rose trim cut hand-me-down houses, they can't afford to buy them. They can't afford, even if they do come up for sale, they can't afford to buy them. They're going up for like £500,000. So they can't afford to buy them. So they almost fought gentrification. They're almost forced to buy a house in what was a deprived area, and then they want a nice house, so they're putting in grey mania. Have you heard of grey mania? I've heard of grey mania. You know, grey windows, grey front doors, grey plastic decking, grey everything. They call it grey mania. They're putting in grey plastic windows and grey plastic doors, and you know that kind of weird dark grey colour that everybody seems to be loving at the moment. And I'm walking around. When I first bought this house, literally windows were hanging out of some of the houses. They were hanging out. They literally had no windows in them. It was literally like the worst. David, grey mugs, yeah. Grey mugs, yeah. Grey mania, they call it, don't they? Well, they've all been transformed. These houses now that sold for... Andrew, I understand it. Yeah, I totally understand it. I'm having a bit of a... It's the witching hour. It's the witching hour. But anyway, those houses which were, the windows were once hanging out, they're now owned by people who would desirably, in a perfect world, they would like... you might... Yes, in my grey t-shirt. I like that, Dan. That's brilliant. In a perfect world, they would like to have that nicely cut lawn in the front of their house, the trimmed rose garden head. They would like all that, but the reality is now that they're doing up a house which they probably didn't really want to do that. But the point to all of this, is this used to be a grand area. Many moons ago, this used to be a grand area. Lovely stonework on the front of the houses. There's some of them have nice kind of like bath stone arches on them. And the moment somebody decides to invest a bit of money into some nice grey windows, a nice grey front door, it transforms the place. Absolutely transforms the place. It really does. You walk around some of the places which only a few years ago you were like, oh, it's a bit dodgy around here. It's a bit rubbish. Next thing you know, it's all just kind of like... it's all edging up, and I suppose that's a good thing, yeah? I suppose it's a good thing. So who am I voting for? Hello, Caroline McDonald in Ireland. Hello, Caroline. How are you doing? It's not bucket, it's bouquet. Exactly, America's favourite order. Oliver 88 with a £2 super chat. Thank you so very much, Oliver, for your £2 super chat. I really appreciate it. June is Grey Pride Month. Rendering the walls, yeah. Kyle Broadbent, Simon is waffling. I may be. It's the witching hour. This is the witching hour. This is what we do at the witching hour. We waffle. It's the South Zone. We all know the right, if you know who I'm speaking. Right, okay. So hopefully now let me stay for one moment here. This is all tongue in cheek. This is just a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a laugh. Everything's going to be gentrified one day. Everything's going to be gentrified one day. It's just a matter of time. Nobody will have any personality. We will all be watching our Netflix programs on the television, and we will never ever be stepping out of line. It's just the way the world's going. We're all eventually. I never ever thought in a million years that where I live would ever be gentrified. Never in a million, but it's happening. The point is, it's happening, and it's happening fast. It's like the moment a house goes up, they're still regarded as cheap. You can probably pick up a house here in Caddixton. You can probably pick up a house for 140 grand. The more these houses get bought out for 140 grand with 7 layers of carpets and 8 layers of wallpaper on the wall and nothing's been done for a million years, the moment that keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening, the more the house prices kind of rise, you know. Never did I think that gentrification would ever come to Caddixton, but it's definitely happening. If our social grace goes high, can we get a little more ABV in our beers? Yeah. Mike Ryan says Holyhead will never be gentrified. Mike Ryan, I never ever in a billion years thought that where I live now would stand a chance of being gentrified. I honestly thought, but this probably all started in Camden. This whole thing probably started in Camden. If I went to Camden as a kid, it was probably rough, cars being stolen. It was probably awful. Camden, it was probably an awful place. The social experiment that's gone on. What was it? What was the film? What was the famous Camden Market? Camden, was it Notting Hill? Oh, that was Notting Hill, wasn't it? Trading places. What happens is you start to see television programs happening in these places. The most difficult nut to crack. You will carry on seeing television program after television program after television program until the mainstream go, oh, that's nice, I'm going to want to go and live there. Why do you think Gavin and Stacey is having another Christmas special in Barry? Why? It's not because the program's successful. It's gentrification. It's the final piece of the puzzle. So we've just had planning approved for a marina. Barry Marina. Boats, big boats, like Monaco. We've had planning approved for a marina in the old dock, an old coal port dock of Barry is going to be turned into a marina. To get that over the line, to get that push, that final little shove over the line, let's get James Corden and the gang back for one last time, and let's make another Christmas special, Gavin and Stacey in Barry. Let's finally get this gentrification thing done. You've heard it here first. I know most of you, 99% of you, are not stupid. I know you all know the same as what I know. It's a way of life. We are, and the point is here, we are all controlled by our televisions. We are all controlled by our televisions. The moment television came out to the masses was the moment that they could pipe in their BS. They could pipe in their BS on a daily basis, and they can push and they can push and they can push until all of our brains turn to marshmallow. It all turns to marshmallow. Did Gavin say much money for the time? It's more. So, Barry, for people who don't know, let me give you a very brief history of Barry. There's currently a cat in Barry. There he is. I live in Barry. Kenny Joe is 7 ASA. Let me like this super chat. There we go. Cheers, Simon. I wish I could give more. Kenny Joe said, hey, that's wonderful. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. David Anderson, £2 super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh man, what was I about to say? Could anybody remind cats and super chats and stuff? Not feed the cat. Feed the cat. Oh, what was I about to bang on about? That joke. What was I about to say? What was I about to start on? I was about to say something really important. What was I about? I was about to say something really important. I've forgotten. Can anybody? History of Barry, not Harry. History of Barry. Right. So Barry started off as 3 tiny villages. Calcut, Caddixton, Old Barry Road place, weird place, just a little street. Barry Castle area of Barry. Anyway, Caddixton was the biggest area. Caddixton was the biggest. It's where I live now. Where I live right now. Caddixton started off life in probably the 1500s. There's been people living in Caddixton for probably 400 to 500 years. Maybe even longer. They chose Caddixton because it was a ditch. In the winter, when the wind blew, it blew over the ditch. They lived underneath in a ditch. That was the way of life back then, next to a river. Tiny little village, biggest part of Barry. David Davis come along in 1880 something and said, this is the second highest tide in the world, the Bristol Channel. We are going to build a dock. We are going to build a dock. So it was a boom town. Barry became this boom town. Barry grew at a rate of knots. Barry grew in the space of a few years to be the largest town in Wales, in the whole of Wales. Barry went from 3 tiny little places to boom and bust. Boom and bust. Man alive. Cat's after the cat food. Barry went boom and bust. Boom, boom, boom. Barry built something like 30 plus hotels. They built 30 plus hotels for all of the dock workers to come off, to stay in the hotels, to have fun in the hotels. There was a street called Thompson Street in Barry. If you were on a boat for months and you couldn't find a partner in Thompson Street in Barry back in the 1800s, then apparently, my nana told me, there was something wrong with you. Thompson, it was full. It was full of cafes, bars, pubs, restaurants, hotels, massive. And the hotel, you want to see some of the hotels. You want to see the grandeur of some of the hotels. They knocked a few of them down. Google a chain locker. Google chain locker Barry. Have a look at that. The Barry Dock Hotel. How big and grand that place was. Unbelievable. They knocked it down. Knocked it down. So what happened? It was the Great Depression in the 1930s. The Great Depression in the 1930s in America put a stop to coal prices. Coal prices fell through the floor. Barry didn't need a dock anymore. They built the dock. The whole town was finished by 1932. 1932. The town was dead. Dead in the water. Dead in the water. Let me get this super chat a minute. I know where I am now with this chat. Oliver. 7k for a full bed in the ear of Norwich. People are brainwashed in the dogma of this country. Do as they told or else. People scared to speak up. Oliver. Thank you very much for the £5 super chat. So what happens next? 1930s. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people living in Barry with no work. What happens next? Slow decline. Slow decline. So we've seen it all over the country. Grimsby, Sunderland making boats. Grimsby selling fish. What's the one? It's not Grimsby. What's the one? Is it Grimsby? It might be Grimsby. They always portray some of these places, don't they? The industry, once the industry gets pulled once the rug gets pulled, the rug is pulled from you. There's only one thing you're going to do. You're going to fall on your shoulder. You're going to fall on your head. There's only a couple of things that can happen. All of this industry. What are you going to do with all these people? What are you going to do with all these people? There's now something like, I don't know, 100,000 people living in Barry. 100,000 people. The town was finished. The town was dead in 1930. 1930. Yet, there's still 100,000 people now, and the town's growing. How can a town grow with no industry? How is it possible? How is it possible? And it's stuff like Gavin and Stacey. Let's make another Christmas special. Let's make everybody jump up and brilliant. I know, yeah, this is magic. This is fantastic. This is great. Barry Bados. You know what the thing is, my sister lives here. My daughter lives here. My soon-to-be granddaughter or grandson, whichever one it's going to be, lives here. My nans lives here. My gramps has lived here. My whole family. And you get to my age, you get to 45, you just become another person that just stayed and never moved away. You become that same, you never move away, you never do anything with your life, you just flipping stick in the same old place. And that's the problem. And that's what I'm fighting. I'm fighting so hard. I'm fighting so hard to go, no, not me. Not me. Absolutely not me. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. California, yeah, California. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll ask you guys a question. Is there anybody from America watching? Is there anybody from America watching tonight? I'd like to know, because I don't know. What was California famous for? Why is there so many people living in California? What was California's roots? This is what I'm asking. What was California's roots? And if the root is gone, if it was a dock or whatever, gold. It was gold, was it? I don't know. Gold or whatever. Why is there still people living there if all the gold's gone? You know, it was a gold rush. There we go. California root was the gold rush. Thank you so very much for letting me know. Is there any gold anymore? Is there any more gold in California, or has it all been ripped out the ground? The Western Gold Rush. Right, okay. I didn't know. It's the other side of the world. I didn't know. Gold diggers. They want much to stay. Isn't it funny though? But you go to California now, try and buy a house now, and it's like £1 million. £1 million for what? £1 million for what? What's that million? What's that million? What is it for? What, a house? A little bit of ground? This is what we're all facing, isn't it? This is what we're all facing. We're all facing this disillusionment. This madness of a little bit of ground. And 60% tax. That's just, it's just like just hooked up with you. Yeah, I am. It's all a joke, isn't it? Does anybody agree? It's all one big joke. It's all one big pack of cards that's about to fall down so hard that none of us will have an answer for. Not one person. The moment the pack of cards starts to fall, the moment people start going, I'm not paying 600 grand for a postage stamp bit of land and a small house. The moment people start going, I'm not doing that anymore, is the moment, I don't know. Your wife would miss Barry if he moved away. I'm just curious, Paul. Barry's probably a lovely place to live, but I resent it because I feel like I have to live here. I feel like I have to because of family, because of school. I resent it for that reason. It's resentment because I've never had that chance to live anywhere else, and I want to go and live somewhere else. I want to go and give somewhere else a try. That somewhere else will probably be the same as Barry. It'll be the same Morrison's. It'll be the same beach. It will be the same green grass. It will be the same everything. The only possible thing that could get better is better beer. Somewhere like York. Somewhere historical buildings all around you. That would be the only kind of like grappling hook of hope, you know, for it would be to see Tudor buildings on a daily basis. That would be that would be the thing. Have I lost anyone? Am I talking a load of bull? I mean, it's the witching hour. It's the witching hour. Bit for this session at the Crow. Could do a lot worse than Barry. Sounds like you just need a change of scenery for a few months. Hugh Tyndall, I do. I think I do. I just need to try somewhere else. I just need to give somewhere else a go. I really do. My mum coming to rent. I live within my means and work a full-time job. People want to be con and cradles. What we say? Yeah, exactly that. Leicester is good for building beer and buildings. All of us that I'm speaking facts, thank you very much. Come to live on Villa Mar Camping, Benidorm with me. Low, cheap rent, Paul Jones. That's why you should follow your heart, because the world, it really is, Kenny Joe. Yeah, you took an enormous amount. Steve. I probably am at this stage of the night. I've had a few pints, you know. Damien, I'm not gonna bite to your. I mean, I don't have a wig for a start, Damien. I've lived in Scotland, Australia, London, Cardiff, and now in the south of France. There's nothing really stopping you. Alan Hydeman. Yep. Not at all, Simon. Perfect sense. Thank you very much, Al Humphreys. No, you're not. I'm not talking. Well, good. Check pubs in Scottish Highlands or something. Simon knows a school. Anna, real craft beer. No, sorry, you're not talking over the ball. Have some nice days out with the family and enjoy. That's the other thing. It's the same old places, isn't it? Same old flipping walk the dog, and it's just the same old places. I just want to change. I've been here for 45 years. I've not moved a muscle in 45 years, and I just want to give somewhere else a try. Is it that bad? I do fear it. I fear it because of understanding. I'm not sure that my family would understand me. I'm not sure that my family will want to understand me. Why do you want to... I get it all the time. Why do you want to leave Barry? It's like the centre of the universe. It's the centre of the universe for some people, and there's nowhere else to live. And I'm very unfortunate in the fact that the centre of the universe for Barry is somebody very, very close to me. And I will absolutely smash them to bits if I moved away. I would smash them to bits if I moved away. But I resent it then. I resent it. I start to resent this place. I start to resent it. It's 10 o'clock. It's nearly 10 o'clock. Alan Hyman, starting the fund to buy Simon a plane ticket to anywhere apart from Barry. Oh, God, yeah. Yes. Concrete jungle. But you've got beautiful Tiger Bay in Cardiff, not far away. David Anderson, yeah, I should go there a bit more, shouldn't I? I've lived where I lived for 18 years, so since I was about 1. Reese. But Reese, don't you ever think, Reese, that, there's someone else out there? There's somewhere else. There's somewhere else to go. There's somewhere else to see. My mind's full of it. It's my imagination. This is the thing. I have a massive imagination for things. It might be like a complete load of rubbish imagination, but I have an imagination, and yeah. Resentment is an awful feeling. No, don't retract that comment, because you're so right. I hate the fact that I resent it. I hate the fact that I resent it, because it is a brilliant place. It's a lovely place to live. But at the same time, I resent the hell out of it. I resent it massively. It's called intelligence. That's the problem, isn't it? Sometimes I wish I was a bit wooden. I hope I don't wake up in the morning I'm a bit wooden. But sometimes I wish I was a little bit wooden. You know those people I was talking about earlier on, just cutting their rose gardens because somebody who once owned the house and was remotely intelligent told this person to cut their roses, and they're still just making sure the garden's nice and tidy. You know those people. I resent that. I'm like, sometimes I wish like that. Oh yeah, just to be a bit wooden, just to be a little bit wooden, just to not have a brain would be a wonderful thing. I have lived in the same village all my life. I moved to Manchester for 2 years and missed my home place. The grass is not always green on the other side. DBUK. I get it. I really do. I lived in 3 countries. If you don't change your mindset, your surroundings won't matter. Yeah, Tony. Amazing. Right. Resentment is an awful feeling. Understandable, but detrimental to the mind. Redacted because I cocked it. No, don't worry about that, about the spelling. Morning Wood, Simon Al Humphreys, yeah. Steve says, not wrong with a pipe dream. Paul Goggin, fair play for going a bit later, Simon. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, what's going on? I should be on overtime. Saying that I don't even know where I want to move to. Reese, what do you like? Do you like history? Like for me, it would be Tudor buildings. I want to be surrounded by Tudor buildings and great pubs. And a market town that's been there forever, that's thriving. York was brilliant. I went to the market in York in the morning. I ordered a breakfast. You've probably seen the breakfast I was eating. I sat down quietly outside eating that breakfast and I was listening. The amount of people all around me that knew each other. All right, John. All right, whatever, you know. It was bustling. It was like a community. They seen each other every single day. It was like, all right, do you want this or do you want and any problems? Give me a tinkle, that sort of thing. We had that. It's gone. It's gone. We had that hustle and bustle and market and breakfast rolls and shouting and, you know, we had it all. But it's in places like York now, like Shambles Mac. Shambles Mac has probably been there forever. What an amazing place Shambles Mac is. My advice is to get out here. You'd be eligible for a digital nomad visa in Spain. The dude, well, this is the thing now, isn't it? We're stuck now, aren't we? We've gone, oh, no, can't travel anywhere. Can't travel anywhere in Europe now. You got to blooming visas and stuff. What on earth was going on with that decision? Like, who doesn't want to go and live in Spain in the sunshine? My goodness me, why did we go, because freedom of movement. Yeah, we may have a lot of boats coming this way, but let's go that way. Let's go in another direction. I don't want to be stuck on this island forever. I look at maps of Europe. And I'm like, oh man, you could be in Italy in 2 days. You could be in Belgium in 2 days. You could be in France in 2 days. You get the right spot in Europe. You can flip and drive all over We're stuck on an island. We're stuck on a damn island. Like, it's like, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Anyway, I reckon it's time to go. I reckon I'm gonna start upsetting everyone now. If I jump in a dinghy and go in the other direction, I know I just hate the thought. I hate the thought of being stuck on an island. Hate it. I hate it so much. I'm going. I'll see you all. Fry up tomorrow, Big Kev. Yeah, I'll see you all next Thursday, not Tuesday. I'll see you all next Thursday. And then I'm going to do my thing on Friday. Stone the Crows. Boom! Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all your wonderful comments. Thanks for all your love. Cheers. Boom. Stone.